Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In the time Pope Francis was here, there were many suspicious articles written. This one takes the cake, in my opinion. Get a load of this, Truth Seeker. From the Daily Mail, the heavens smile down on Pope Francis. Dozens of rainbows appear above New York as huge crowds flock to see Pontiff. The crescent-shaped rainbows were spotted over Madison Square Garden and Central Park despite there being no rain. True Seeker, I just want to point out that Madison Square Garden has Pythagorean gematria of 88, just like the words poison and program. And this article right here is very much about programming the mainstream to believe bullshit. Let's continue. These types of rainbows they're referring to, they are called circumzenthal arcs and appear when sunlight is refracted through ice crystals in thin cloud. In truth, they should cross out thin cloud and write chemtrails. Just wait, Truth Seeker. People shared their images of the mini rainbows on Twitter with the hashtag blessed. Of course, rainbows in the Bible and Christianity are a sign from God that He will not flood the earth again. The Pope was here to talk about several topics, but one of his main topics was climate change through global warming, which is causing rising sea levels and other problems in the world. So just think about that parallel with rainbows in light of the Pope's visit. Notice that the Daily Mail article says it has 5.3K shares. Today's September 28th. It's been on 5.3K shares since this article first posted September 25th. As I've said many times, these shares, these numbers they put on the screen, they're not real. They put up numerology-based numbers that connect to the story. The word religion has Pythagorean gematria of 53. Think about it. Rainbows, religion, Christianity, the Pope. Anyhow, this is the imagery they give us. Chemtrails with rainbows in them, and this is something I've been writing about on my blog. I even have a video post. It was my 352nd post. I took this picture right outside my house. The rainbow is faint here, but this is one of these circumzenthal arcs, as they say. I took this picture on a day with blue sky. All of this haze you see is from the chemical spray. And what blows my mind is how many people say that they don't ever witness or realize this spraying, or they try to say that it's normal and it's always been this way, you know? In my life, I never noticed such sky contamination until about 3-4 years ago. And since then, it's become a very regular, routine sight. So anyhow, they give us this imagery of the spray in the sky and the rainbows it forms. Notice that we get this post from Sarah J. Glover. This name has gematria 55 and 64 with the S exception. Anyhow, she posts her tweet at 1:55 p.m. Rainbow and sky above Madison Square Gardens ahead of Pope Francis Mass. I shot this, no filter. And yeah, I'm sure she did shoot this because anyone paying attention on days where they spray the sky can catch these rainbows. The article points out that the sun has to be at an angle of 22 degrees from the horizon for the rainbows to show up. I don't know if that's factually correct, but I suspect that there is some mathematical alignment like that. What's interesting about 22 is it's the number of books in Revelation, and there's a lot of Revelation coding within this story. Also, with regards to her tweet time of 1:55, I want to point out that Christianity has simple English gematria of 1:55, and science has Jewish gematria of 1:55. In a way, this story is merging mad science with Christianity, you know? They're attributing the work of madmen, the men who are behind this spraying of the skies, to God. As I often say, the people ruling this world no doubt must think of themselves as gods with all that they get away with, including creating artificial rainbows in the sky with chemical spray. But check this out. This phrase, circumventhal arcs, has gematria of 86. Notice that they use the word pontiff for pope. Pontiff is another word with 86 gematria. They love to tie their words together with numerology. Notice the emphasis on that word. Again, 86, a special number. The words symbol, triangle, and pyramid all have gematria of 86. With regards to rainbows, the plural, it has gematria of 101, just like Philadelphia, where his next visit was. Philadelphia, the town named after Revelation. And New York has a lot of Revelation connections as well, which we'll get to. They said that they were using the hashtag blessed. Blessed has gematria of 66. Remember, the Bible's of 66 books, at least most versions. Revelation is the 66th book. New York is the 11th state. If you sum 1 through 11, it totals 66. A Jehovah's Witness came to my door just the other day and taught me something that I didn't know. They told me that the Bible has 66 authors. And when they told me that, I shared with them about the coding within the Bible, the first Bible being Gutenberg Bible with its gematria of 66, and everything else I knew. They actually found it quite fascinating. But yeah, Truth Seeker, I mean, them trying to pull this one over on us, it's just absurd. So in the Bible, in Genesis, the first book of the Bible, we get the Bible language about rainbows. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. That is Genesis 9:13, Genesis 9:16. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. Rainbows are also mentioned in Revelation, and Revelation's interesting because Revelation has Pythagorean gematria of 49. These rainbows in the sky above New York were on September 25th, 2015, a date with 49 numerology. Recall New York was established July 26, 1788. Notice that date, 726. Remember, the first governor of New York was George Clinton with a July 26th birthday as well. The FBI was established on this date. This is an important number to the Zionists, the people in power. Revelation in English gematria sums to 726, but New York's establishment date, 726, 1788, a date with 121 numerology. Again, the word revelation has simple English gematria of 121. And just in case you don't trust my math, I'll show you here on the gematria calculator. Revelation, 121 simple English, 726 English. Revelation is based on the 39 books of the Old Testament, the first book being Genesis, which also talks about rainbows. New York in simple English gematria, the abbreviation's 39. New York in Pythagorean gematria is 39. It's the Empire State. The date of establishment with the digit for digit method has a numerology of 39. The United Nations in New York is 39 floors tall. There's more, but, that's enough already. In the Bible, it's Revelation 4, the 66th book again, that mentions rainbows. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald. So, Truth Seeker, this is the world we live in. This is the kind of programming we are subjected to on a daily basis, being told what to think, what nonsense to believe in. And you see what happens to the general public. They fall for it, they accept it, and they shout down those who speak truth. I'm sure several people will come across this video and say I'm a Looney Tune for suggesting that this is the work of man, when it clearly is. I mean, just look at this. Clouds don't form this way. Blue skies don't turn into haze from a few airplanes passing through the sky. This never happened a decade ago. This is something of recent history. It shows you how fast people can be programmed to believe nonsense and bullshit. If you haven't seen my video ranting about chemtrails, again, it's episode 352. You can just punch in my name and chemtrails. it'll pop up. I say chemtrails are for the conned. So that's pretty much the message, Truth Seeker. I'm grateful the days of the Pope being here passed without major incident, but again, for those of you who were expecting something, don't go back to sleep because we still live in a world run by madmen, and it's going to be that way until we throw them out of power. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.